Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. They just announced the fight. What's your instant reaction to that?
I don't know what's going to happen with a 135-pounder going up against a 200-pounder. I think it's not a real fight. Jake just too big. Tank ain't gonna be able to get in from that jab. Jake land one good punch on Tank, it's over with.
You think he had a chance to win?
But what makes you say that? You know, I mean,
he need the money. I'm telling you, fam.
Does he have a chance to win though?
When the line between pure entertainment and real combat gets blurred, the atmosphere changes fast. That's exactly what happened when Terrence "Bud" Crawford unexpectedly walked into the Jake Paul versus Gervonta "Tank" Davis press conference and delivered a message. It wasn't just what he said, but who said it that made the moment so impactful. Anyone following boxing recently knows there's real tension between Tank and Crawford. So when Crawford appeared unannounced, the already chaotic scene, packed with loud fans, inflated egos, and showmanship, instantly shifted. The room was buzzing long before he got there, but his presence changed everything.
Ring, how much you think you'll weigh?
When I walk in the ring?
Yeah.
With or without the ankle monitor on?
I probably, that's corny. That's super corny. I don't know how much I'll weigh.
And the handcuffs too.
Huh? What are you talking about, fam?
How do you win this fight?
That outfit is trash. For real. That outfit is garbage. And that hairstyle. Anybody that ever rocked a mohawk is a clown. We all know this. Anybody rocked a mohawk. Name
You want to see clowns? You want to see clowns? Gervonta, you're the clown, buddy. You're the clown, Gervonta. Any man who puts his hands on a woman is the clown.
Now, since we on this, if I put my hands on females or anything like that, right? If I put my hands on females or anything like that, you know how I mean? Female, like, come on, it will be mad. You see how when I don't even want to bring up nobody thing, what's the name about that? But P Diddy, when things got like that. No, listen. When one female did a charge, it was mad females coming out, right? So if I hit a female, right, wouldn't it be mad other females? Like I ain't been just with one female. Like I'm 30 years old. Like let's be real. I've been with more than one female. Wouldn't mad females come out and say something about me hitting them? No.
Nobody expected Crawford to step up and say what he said. And he didn't threaten Tank, he warned him. Crawford told him plainly that stepping in with Jake Paul could leave him badly hurt. And when Terrence Crawford says something like that, people listen. Crawford isn't just any fighter. He's one of the most technically gifted boxers of this era, a man who has climbed through multiple divisions and dominated each one. So his warning wasn't trash talk, it was analysis. Jake Paul may not be on Tank's skill level, but he has one thing Tank can't overcome with technique alone: size. Paul walks around at 190 to 200 pounds. Tank Davis, even rehydrated on fight night, is only about 135. That's a gap of roughly 60 pounds, a gap that no amount of speed or power can fully erase.
Hey, and there's Terrence "Bud" Crawford, as well as Mike Coppinger's best friend, Shakur Stevenson.
Look, I'm excited for the fight. We've been looking forward to Shakur's team.
This isn't just a size difference. This is danger territory. Crawford knows that better than anyone. He's moved up all the way to super middleweight and beaten elite fighters at every step on the ladder. He understands exactly what happens when a naturally smaller man walks into the power of someone who outweighs him by that much.
Should beat Jake Paul, shouldn't he?
No, he shouldn't.
You don't think? Sorry. So, I thought we were all unanimous here. Do you think that
shouldn't?
Do you think Jake Paul beats Gervonta Davis?
70 pounds is 70 pounds.
Gervonta Davis is very small. 5'5".
He's tiny, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Jake Paul,
he's a little man.
If Jake Paul's tucking up,
move on,
and absorbing punishment for walking forward, then look, there's a way.
He wasn't exaggerating when he said Tank could be in real danger. He meant every word. Casual fans look at this matchup and see a simple equation: a seasoned world-class boxer versus a YouTuber-turned-fighter. In their minds, Tank's speed, skill, and knockout power make the outcome obvious. But reality doesn't work that way. Physics doesn't bend for skill.
Well, you're a boxing fan?
Totally.
Okay. Tank Davis and Jake Paul in November. According to betonline.ag, Jake Paul is the underdog at plus 139. Gervonta Davis is the favorite at minus 180. So he's the favorite almost 2-1.
Right.
What do you think will happen in this ring?
I don't know, but Tank should beat him. Tank should beat him, but Tank is smaller. And usually in boxing, you take the bigger man, but then again, Terrence Crawford killed that when he beat Canelo.
They were the same weight.
Yeah, they were
at the
same
time.
weight
Well,
at the
no,
time.
maybe a little bit different after they rehydrated, but they weighed in at the same weight. There's a 30-pound difference between Gervonta and Jake Paul. Jake Paul had to lose like 30 pounds to get down to like 195. And Gervonta, I think, is like 160.
Gervonta all the way up to 160?
Oh, hold on. Gervonta.
160?
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. No. 133.8.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, he 133.
It's a 60-pound weight difference.
Yes.
60 pounds.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, but ain't extra weight on that chin.
That chin is all bone.
That chin ain't all bone. There ain't no meat on that chin.
No meat on that chin.
Ain't no meat on that chin. You know, big dudes get knocked out real quick. I done had a few.
Yeah.
Ain't no chin. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You just can't. First of all, you can't let them hit you. That's first of all. And once they swing, they motivate them come, and then you catch them. And if you could turn it right there and catch them right there, they fall real hard.
You got to get in close,
because they never been. They don't. I don't know about Jake, but big dudes never fight. Usually they intimidate, and then they can't last long. Their stamina is 30 seconds a minute.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jake's lost before to Tommy Fury.
Okay.
But he's never fought a world-class boxer before. In his prime.
Yeah.
Championship level, like a Gervonta, but there's a 60-pound weight difference.
Yeah.
I think Gervonta will win too, but I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like a clown show at this point. You know, it's like a circus. It's like, let's put a bear with a human and see what happens.
How much?
Give someone a stick, like Thunderdome or something.
Yeah, they're making a mockery of it. That's true for us true purists.
No, it's not real boxing anymore. These are all exhibition matches.
Right.
It's not affecting anyone's records.
Jake Paul carries real size and strength, far more than Tank has ever had to deal with. At that weight, one clean shot can flip a fight instantly, no matter how skilled the smaller man is. Tank could make a single mistake, and it could cost him everything. That's exactly what Crawford and other veterans were warning about. Not because Tank lacks skill, he's elite, but because stepping into the ring with someone that much bigger simply doesn't make sense.
Bro, that's a fucking disgrace of a fight.
Yeah.
You know it. Just like the Mike Tyson low-key was a disgrace, but we accepted it. But he was 60 years old. I mean, the casuals don't see the weight difference. They see Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. Yeah. And if Gervonta Davis doesn't fuck up Jake Paul, they're going to think Jake Paul is some pound-for-pound champion type of fighter.
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis, he's actually really small. Like, when I fought him, he's small.
Yeah.
So I just think it's a very unfair fight.
But this is where things get even stranger, because the history between these two men is already intense. A few months ago, Terrence Crawford and Gervonta "Tank" Davis got into a heated back and forth that nearly exploded. Tank boldly claimed he could move up and beat Crawford, that he would be the one to dethrone the king. For the time, it sounded insane. Crawford didn't hold back. He laughed and told Tank straight up, "You're too small to fight someone like me." And honestly, most of the boxing world agreed.
It's kind of weird because Jake Paul is extremely bigger than Tank, and I mean, but with it being exhibition, it makes sense. It's fine. He got a big name that he's going to be fighting, but I mean, it really makes no sense because he's gonna be weighing over 200 and some pounds. Tank's gonna probably be weighing maybe at the most 147, 150. So I don't even understand why the fight is happening.
Things escalated fast. Rumors started flying that Crawford and Tank might actually meet in the ring, and the internet went wild. Tank fueled the fire by taking shots at Crawford online, mocking his resume, questioning his accomplishments.
Tank gave a little prediction on the fight, talked about Errol has a metal shield and you have a glass shield, talked about the punch resistance. What do you think of Tank's assessment, man?
Don't see.
Could he get it in the future?
Too little.
I mean, you came up from 35, right?
He ain't fighting no real guys at 47.
Everyone's talking about Errol fighting the winner of Canelo and Jamel. Did you ever do that? Is that too much weight?
What, 168? I ain't going up there.
Right.
So you got Canelo winning then, right? Then
Definitely. If he fighting at 168, definitely.
But the real breaking point came when Tank dragged Crawford's family into the trash talk. That crossed a line. From that moment on, the tension between them wasn't just competitive. It became personal.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes and, daring to be great.
You would fight him,
man. Tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Wow. Oh man, Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147? At
147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh man.
You're going to have a pre-camp.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
I don't know.
Who almost never lets emotions show, was clearly furious. And that's when Floyd Mayweather entered the picture. This is where the situation became complicated. Mayweather publicly sided with Terence Crawford, despite the fact that he was once Tank's mentor, promoter, and closest advisor.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
On a talk show, Floyd commented that Tank had crossed a line by bringing family matters into the conflict, something that should never happen. This deeply affected Tank, straining his already fragile relationship with Floyd. The boxing world was left puzzled. Why did Crawford, despite all the tension and bad blood, step up to warn Tank rather than mock him?
There was some kind of crazy trash talk with Gervonta and Terence Crawford recently. And one of the things that I've always kind of noticed is most of the time, one of the things that's kind of off limits is families. Like you usually don't,
yes.
I know
where you're going with this.
Yeah. And so I wanted to kind of understand what your thoughts was about like some of those comments that was made. I think it was about Terence's wife. What, like in your mind, where, because obviously, like, you've been in this sport.
I think Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now. Mm-hmm. It's good to see him in the position that he's in. I think he has a beautiful family. I think he has a beautiful wife, a beautiful queen, a black queen, and there's nothing better than a black woman in this world. That's just my opinion.
The big question now was whether Crawford's warning was genuine or just a psychological play. After all, this is boxing. Nothing happens by accident. Crawford might have succeeded in making Tank second-guess himself even before stepping into the ring.
Tank would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or
man, I just really don't like that, dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like I really don't like him. That's
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah,
but like his core personality and his ways.
Tensions were already running high for Tank. Some critics labeled him a quitter, claiming he prioritized money fights over legacy fights. After parting ways with his former coach, Calvin Ford, Tank struggled mentally, compounded by legal issues and internal team conflicts.
The moment to kind of wrap your brain around that and make...
Oh, Kavaliauskas comes forward, and Bud Crawford was hurt. And
that kind of psychological blow could make it extremely difficult for Tank to focus. Crawford is a master of the game, calm, intelligent, and dangerous both inside and outside the ring. By publicly confronting Tank, he might already be shaping the fight before it even begins.
It's done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solo, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
On the other hand, Terence Crawford isn't chasing headlines anymore. He has done it all, won multiple divisions, unified championships, and established himself as one of the greatest fighters of his era.
If Tank get to pick his opponent, he would do it. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Y'all was doing the back and forth shit. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens, or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like I really don't like him. I don't like.
It's not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
I don't like nothing about him. You know, I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's, you know, using what he got to shield him. You know, like he got a lot of security guards around him, and he know, you know what I mean, he's in the limelight and stuff like that, but in certain situations he wouldn't be at.
Crawford doesn't need trouble to stay relevant. Perhaps his warning to Tank Davis was meant to teach a younger fighter a lesson. Crawford has seen it all. Careers ruined by fame, distractions, and reckless decisions. He might see Tank heading down the same path, chasing money over reputation, and he doesn't want another talented fighter wasted. Tank Davis has had one of the most exciting careers in recent memory, but his recent choices have sparked debate. He has avoided top-tier opponents like Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney, instead opting for crossover matches for money. That's exactly what Crawford was addressing. Trainers, boxing stars, and insiders all agree. Fighting Jake Paul may make Tank look good temporarily, but it won't enhance his legacy. If he loses, it could damage his image irreparably. Defeated by a YouTuber wrestler, it would be the lowest point in his career. Crawford's warning wasn't meant to belittle Tank. It was a reminder of what boxing truly is. Not just entertainment or a way to earn money, but a sport that demands respect and integrity. Crawford knows what it takes to leave a legacy. Playing it safe didn't earn him 3 world titles across multiple divisions. He faced the best and defeated them.
That's the only thing yet for me. I didn't accomplish everything there is to accomplish in the sport of boxing. You know, there's really nothing for me to accomplish right now. Like anything, it's about the money now. It's about the money. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not, but...
At the news conference, Tank didn't say much, but his expression revealed everything. He was clearly affected by Crawford's warning. Even as he tried to maintain his composure, tension was visible. When someone with a complicated history with him gives advice, it's hard for Tank to ignore. Deep down, he might know Crawford is right. Jake Paul has been preparing seriously for this fight. He's bigger, stronger, and has faced skilled opponents, including MMA star Anderson Silva. The person stepping into the ring is not the same YouTuber some once underestimated. This will be a challenging fight for everyone involved, even Tank, who is one of the toughest and most confident personalities in boxing today. That wraps up today's video. Make sure to hit the bell button.